Let's talk about another key aspect of PMBOK 7, the performance domains. These are 8 areas of focus that help you go beyond just delivering outputs and really drive towards achieving those tangible outcomes.
All right, let's dive into those.
These 8 performance domains, they really get to the heart of uh, what it takes to excel in project management today. They're all about taking a holistic view and considering everything that makes a project successful.
Okay, I'm curious. Break them down for us.
Absolutely. So first we have team, all about creating high-performing teams, fostering that collaboration, empowering team members to do their best. Then there's stakeholders. Managing those relationships is crucial for keeping everyone aligned with the project goals.
Those two sound essential. Building a solid team and keeping stakeholders happy, that's got to be a recipe for avoiding headaches down the road.
Exactly. Then we have life cycle, all about choosing the right phases and approaches, for your project. Some might benefit from a more traditional linear approach, while others, they might thrive with a more agile and iterative methodology. It all depends on the context.
It's about being adaptable, choosing the right approach based on the project. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And that ties into the next domain, planning. It's not just about creating a plan at the beginning and sticking to it no matter what. It's about being flexible, adapting to those changes, refining the plan as you go.
Yeah, makes sense. Things rarely go exactly according to plan, so being able to adjust is crucial.
Sure. Speaking of unexpected challenges, the next domain is navigating uncertainty. All about anticipating those risks, identifying opportunities, being prepared for whatever comes your way.
That's got to be more relevant than ever. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world.
It is, yeah. And finally, we have delivery, which is all about making sure that project consistently delivers value throughout its entire life cycle. It's about meeting those key objectives and making sure you're creating benefits for the organization.
So it's not just about getting to the finish line. It's about making sure every step along the way contributes to that overall success.
Exactly. These performance domains emphasize taking a comprehensive and a strategic approach to project management. It's about looking beyond the individual tasks and really focusing on the bigger picture.
It's like conducting an orchestra. Each section plays its part, but it's the conductor's job to make sure it all comes together.
Great analogy. That's what project management is. Bringing together different elements, managing those moving parts, and creating something truly valuable.
Now I see how all these pieces fit together. The value, the principles, these performance domains. It's a whole new framework.
Yeah.
But this could be overwhelming. How do we actually put these concepts into practice?
Well, that's where the PMBOK 7 really shines. It gives you a ton of practical tools and techniques to help you navigate these domains, like having a well-stocked toolbox.
Okay, give me some examples.
Well, one really helpful tool is tailoring. We touched upon it earlier. Choosing the right approach for your project based on its, unique characteristics. Like you might use an agile methodology for a software project where requirements change a lot. But for a large construction project, you might need more predictability. And then a more traditional approach might fit better.
So it's about being flexible and adaptable, not trying to force every project into the same mold.
Exactly. And that's why tools like Kanbanchi that let you visualize your workflow, adapt your process as needed, can be so valuable.
Like a digital whiteboard where you can map everything out?
Precisely. And the PMBOK 7 also covers the 5 process groups: initiate, plan, execute, monitor and control, and close. They provide that structure for managing a project from start to finish, like a roadmap for the project lifecycle.
Right, so they break down the project into manageable chunks.
Exactly, but these processes, they aren't meant to be rigid. They're adaptable guidelines that, can be tailored to your needs.
So not blindly following a set of rules, using them as a framework, adapting them to the project.
Exactly. The PMBOK 7 emphasizes being adaptable, choosing the tools and techniques that fit.
This makes a lot of sense, but I think we need to dive deeper into the practical application of these concepts. What are some specific tools and techniques that can help project managers excel in these performance domains?
Let's explore that in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay, I'm ready. Give me the lowdown on those tools and techniques, the ones that can really help us level up our project game.
Let's talk about data visualization. It's essential these days. Project managers, they need to be able to communicate complex information to their teams, stakeholders too.
Yeah, pictures with 1,000 words, right? So what kind of tools?
Think charts, graphs, dashboards, anything to make data more digestible, insightful. These tools help track progress, identify trends, communicate those KPIs in a way everyone can understand.
So less drowning in spreadsheets, more like quickly grasping the big picture.
Exactly. And data visualization. It's a game changer for stakeholder management. Imagine showing a clear dashboard that shows stakeholders how their investment is doing, how it's contributing to the goals.
And that would definitely make meetings a lot smoother. What other tools should we have?
Risk management is critical. Every project has risks. Having a proactive approach is so important. Identifying them, assessing them, mitigating them.
Right. Can't just hope for the best?
Nope. The PMBOK 7. It gives you a framework for managing risk throughout the project. Risk registers, probability and impact assessments, contingency plans.
Being prepared for those bumps in the road.
Exactly. And of course, stakeholder management, we've talked about it, but those relationships, they're key to project success.
Yeah, they can make or break things. Understanding their needs, communicating, keeping them engaged, it's all essential.
It is. Stakeholder maps are really helpful. They help you visualize the key players and their influence. Communication plans make sure everyone has the right information at the right time, too, and feedback mechanisms so you can gather input and address concerns.
Be proactive. Keep those lines of communication open.
Yes. And of course, having good communication skills helps. Active listening, clear messaging.
For sure.
But even with the right tools and techniques, project management is always evolving.
So we can't just master the PMBOK 7 and call it a day. We need to keep learning.
Absolutely. The PMBOK guide is a great foundation, but there's so much more. Attend conferences, workshops, read, connect with other project managers, explore new technologies. Platforms like Kanbanchi, they offer a great way to experiment with different approaches.
Like a virtual playground for project management.
Exactly. The best project managers, they're the ones who never stop learning
Yeah,
and continuously refine their skills.
that's a great point. Project management is dynamic, challenging, but it's also rewarding. By embracing those PMBOK 7 principles, staying curious, learning, we can make a real difference.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of project management. We hope you found it insightful and that you're excited to keep exploring.
Thanks for having me.
And remember, whether you're using a traditional approach, an agile framework, or a platform like Kanbanchi to manage your projects, the key is to find what works best for you and your team. Until next time.